Hi guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel once again. Yes, my name is Lucy Edetisian and you're here at my page where I want to give you the exclusive. Sounds like breast milk. I want to be serious and I want to look you dead in the eyes and hold your hand when I tell you what my biggest fear was the whole pregnancy. I'm telling you, like, I don't know what other people worry about, but my own was the first few nights after they give me the baby. You mean a stranger? You will just give me the person to take home, and that's okay. No manual, no nothing. How will I do? So I told myself, I said, okay, you know what? Worst. If I cannot get my mom to come or my sisters to come and stay with me or anything, what I'm going to do is I'll pay, nurses to stay with me, or I'll just stay in the hospital. Like I would just extend my stay in the hospital, whatever days they say. I'm just going to like extend the days there, so that by the time I come back, it's been like a few days. I've adjusted to taking care of the baby. It's not just like the second day and I'm back home. As God will have it, the pregnancy, there was fibroid also in my system, so they took it out, and it took like 4 days for me to finish healing, and then, or at least be strong enough to leave the hospital. And then what now happened, the day they said I could go home, I was discharged. The baby was not discharged. They realized that the baby had jaundice. This was a different fear unlocked. This was a fear I did not even have. My mind hadn't even gone there that, okay, what if something is wrong with the child? I just expected that the child would come out perfect and would just like go. It would just be me, not being able to carry myself, not being able to bath myself. That's what I was worried about, because I see videos where you have to have a partner that will carry you, lift you up, wear you your pants, all those things. And I know I did not have that. So I was worried, but luckily my mom was around. I also had my maid with me. My nephew also came around once in a while. It was so much easier. The nurses were there, the doctors were there, everybody checking in. Like the 5 days, because we stayed like extra days, the 5 days just went by like a breeze. And I even drove myself home. I drove myself to the hospital, and then we drove back home. So I really had help, and then it just made it so much more easier that way. That people I didn't want visitors either, but somehow I got visitors like from the first day. There were friends that are like, "Where are you? I am coming." I said, "Okay, fine." I hate feeling so helpless. I couldn't do nothing. I couldn't stand for like 2 days. This was a different. Then the anesthesia one, when they put this thing in my back, and then the teacher did my leg like this, the way I shouted, that one was the fear that nobody warned me, nobody told me about, nothing could have prepared me for it. Then let's come to breastfeeding. If people did not want somebody, if people should be telling people the truth, so they know whether they should get into this thing or not. Because what the hell? After worrying that the milk did not come out for a few days and you give formula, finally the milk starts to come out. They say press, they say no hot water, they say no take pap, no take me, and all that one goes, and then everything else starts to flow very well. And then guess what? Nobody tells you that if you don't pump regularly like this, the milk the supply is just going to go down to and go and relax. It was flowing very well, and now slowed down. That's how the thing just went back down. I was now rubbing hand to look for where we can even find the next feed. I'm still trying to get that, back to the level of pumping I was doing before. Before I had some bags stored in the freezer, but now it's just to make it to the next feed without the baby. I don't know what to say. Just surviving till the next feed. Let me just put it that way. See the pain. Every time the baby puts the mouth there, pain. Every time you put the pump there to start pumping, pain. Every time you lie down and the breast is full, pain. When you now finish pumping it out, that's when you get a bit of relief. Right now, I've not pumped in like maybe 2 hours. Pain still. When does it end? Why didn't the people warn us? Okay? Fam. The bright side, because it's not without its, advantages. The cuteness, the tiny hands. like a full human being, like so small. I remember the first time I saw his ribs in the machine. I'm like, you mean that bone like is inside my belly? They said yes. The skull, I said yes. It will come out from here. Luckily, because of the fibroid, they had to do CS, and then everything just happened at the same time. And then my guy, it is expensive. It's expensive. It's expensive. Childbirth is expensive. I know I'm making it look like a joke right now, but trust me when I tell you that the money is crazy. You're spending money, like money is going, and you're like, maybe I don't think it's not me. It's not just me. It's not just me. Money is expensive because baby clothes, baby pampers, baby wipes, baby shoes, baby. You don't even need shoes right now. Socks, feeding bottle, the things the hospital will ask you to buy. The things they will use and care for you and care for the baby when the baby is born. Before you know, by the time you start to check off the list, flask, this one, spirits, one cream or the other, nipple cream, one cream that's supposed to make your nipple feel better. That one alone is 38,000 naira. Breast pump machine one, 30-something thousand again. It adds up. Before you know, the money that this thing, I'm telling you, and guess what? The breast pumps, they don't even work that well because they work, but I bought 4 in 1 month. Please calculate that money and tell me that is cheap. That is just 1 month, and you're supposed to breastfeed for 6 months exclusive. Okay, I was supposed to be on the advantage side. The cuteness, the fact that you get to have someone to call your own, to play with, to go out with, to do fun stuff with, yes. And then another of my fear was losing myself. I have seen my classmates from secondary school. Some of them, fam. If we stand, you would think that my aunties and uncles, mostly aunties because I went to a girls' school. The mixed school I went to, I've not seen most of them in a long time. So I'm like, what happened? Like, I was worried. I said, okay, what if I lose myself? What if I don't get back I was like, well, I'm okay with that. After all, I got a baby out of it and all of that. But then I started seeing myself, the belly reducing. I'm like, oh, thank God. Because I cannot imagine not being able to do all the things I love to do, all the fun stuff I love to do, all the fun places I love to go to, or I'll look in the mirror and I'm seeing a different person. I really don't want to have to do that. And, only God knows what would now happen from there. So being able to get myself back, do all these little fun things I used to do, even during pregnancy, I was going out with my friends and having a good time because I felt like if you're not doing that, you're going to lose yourself. So at least a bit of resemblance of what your life was, before now. I plan to take the baby with me to karaoke because you're not going to be a stranger to outside. It's not going to be like me growing up when I had to be really, really older. I remember the first time I went to the club, I was 27. That's not going to be this child's portion. You're gonna be outside. I keep saying it that from December we're outside. I don't know. I would love to, but by the time you start finishing packing the diaper bag to go out, that's a different thing entirely. My baby does not like the sun. Once you step out in the sun, he does this. I'm like, it's giving vampire. Okay, so I think this is enough for today. I don't know how long this is. I really don't want to make these things long. I just want them short and fun, Okay, guys, so come back again for the next part. Okay, mwah. Love you guys. Bye. Don't forget to subscribe, share, like, send to your friends. Come back again. Okay, love you guys. Mwah. Bye.